Good evening, everybody. My name is JL Galloway. I'm your host for tonight. Tonight, I'm joined by my co-host, Jenny Hay.
Howdy, howdy.
And, of course, who could forget about our community manager, the one, the lovable Scott.
Greetings.
Greetings. And, of course, who knows where that Ferengi is? Last I heard, he got off the ship with a couple drinks and a couple of ladies and just said something about continuing his vacation.
Yeah.
I mean, we do know he won some Latinum, so.
Yeah, lots of Latinum, apparently. Actually, we don't know where Matt is. Hopefully, he'll join us shortly. Sorry about last week, guys. We were supposed to go live, but then we had some medical emergencies, so we're back.
I decided to join a club.
Yeah.
Not a club you want to be a part of.
No.
But
on that lesson the hard way.
All right, so 2 of the 3 of us are wearing Star Trek The Cruise t-shirts. And why is that, Jenny?
I wonder why.
Mine counts.
Slight excuse, he's still recovering. So t-shirt, a little.
You didn't get the memo.
That too.
You could have worn the Star Trek The Cruise 5, 6, or 7
minutes to slowly go up the stairs to his room.
Just
and
to grab
put
a
on
shirt.
a Star Trek Cruise shirt.
All right, Scott, we'll see you in a few. I'm teasing.
He did wear that shirt on the cruise. Is that helpful?
This one?
No, his.
No, mine. Yeah, I did wear it on the cruise.
I don't recognize that shirt.
The Call Active.
Oh, okay.
The core. Yeah, so it does count.
Oh, the core shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still mad I never got that. I feel bad now.
So, for those who don't know, most of our members of our team went on Star Trek The Cruise 8, which Jenny is proudly displaying that shirt.
It's a boring shirt. And then in the back.
Is it pink or is it like a maroon red?
It's like a maroon red.
But it's so weird how it looks pink on my screen.
Looks maroon red to me.
I don't know. Mine, it looks pink. Here, I'll take a picture and send it to our group chat.
Maybe your color's going out on your computer.
I don't.
You're not in your normal computer today, so.
Well, I did. No, that's my normal computer. I just moved it into my bedroom. All right, there. Why did I do it the most complicated way possible?
I don't know.
Because you can.
Because that's you and your.
Well, I could have just used the app program and just snapped a picture directly from the app.
That looks red to me still.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, kind of, mostly.
It's maroon.
All right.
That's what I could talk about is the crappy. We should probably go throughout the day, but
Okay, first let's talk about being in Miami, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's start with the pictures. How about that?
Well, I want to know about Miami because I'm going on a cruise in November. And that's what I'm saying. I'm going on a cruise in November, so I could know what it's like to go into Miami to a different port because we know what it's like to go into Port Canaveral.
But it'll be different for you in November compared to us. We went during spring break, so.
Well, beginning of spring break, but also I don't think that was it. We went when there was 8 or 9 cruise ships. 8 or 9 cruise ships leaving that day. But we'll get to that in a minute here. Mm-hmm. Here's all of us. I think
so. Who is all of us for people who don't know who those 2 knuckleheads are?
No, this is not the airport. This is us going to cruise. I thought I had pictures of the cruise.
No, this is us going to a museum, babe.
No, because I'm wearing the Taboli Gold, and they're wearing the.
Yeah.
Anyways, the people who aren't in this, you don't know who they are. You know that handsome dude. And you know this weirdo. This is David, and this is Sandra.
And they are just that quirky, as the picture displays.
They are.
We met them on Star Trek Online, of all places. Gosh, 10+ years now.
Scott Sterling, or is he also known as the One Man Riot? Thank you for joining us tonight, Carl.
I want to say we've known them 12 years, I think.
Wow.
Close to that, yeah.
Wow.
Something like that. They just celebrated 10 years of marriage. We knew them right before.
It was either right before they got married or right after.
Huh. I did not get pictures of, you know what? I didn't take a lot of pictures of my,
Miami?
Yeah. I'm trying to get to the screen. I thought I did take pictures. Why
You
am I
did.
not on here? Hold on one moment. Why I look.
Yeah, there's a story behind this picture. We'll get back to that.
So while she's getting to that picture, what I will say is if you're going to fly into Miami, you definitely want to fly in the night before at the latest.
Yes. Do not fly in the same day as your cruise. Just don't.
You cannot predict if the flights are going to be on time, if they get delayed.
Let's say the
Winter
traffic.
storms. It's February. Yeah.
Here we go. Okay.
I still see a picture of a bridge.
Hold on. I'm about to change it. I gotta make sure I go the right direction. Okay. My bad.
That's okay.
Well, I guess I didn't put those in the cruise because I'm technically not the cruise. So I wasn't thinking. There.
Here we go.
There we go.
There's those weirdos again. So I'll go kind of throughout the day. So we flew in 2 days prior. Scott and I had an adventure getting to Miami.
Yeah.
So Scott and I decided to fly into Fort Lauderdale and then take the Brightline train down to Miami because it was, $200 cheaper for us to fly into Fort Lauderdale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? We need to do something.
I got it if you want to keep going.
You got it? Okay.
Yep, I see him.
Somebody's trying to get in.
The reason why Matt can't join us, we forgot to do something for him.
What? Does he need the code?
No, I got it. Hold on.
No, he doesn't have the link.
He does now.
Oh, that link. Okay. Sorry, Matt. We should just give him admin rights at some point.
I know.
At some point, Matt, we should just give you admin rights.
Well, I've been here waiting for the last 45 minutes for the code.
It's not been that long.
No, I've been here since 5:45.
Really?
Yeah, waiting for you guys to send the link.
Oh.
The link never got sent, so I couldn't get
because usually I'm who does it, but I accidentally fell asleep on the couch before the show, so.
So I was just like, are they never going to send the link out?
My bad, sorry. Anyway, so we're going to talk about Miami first. So Scott and I flew into Fort Lauderdale. Scott's flight got delayed, but which is fine. So I was chilling in Fort Lauderdale, waiting for him to land. And of course he landed a little late, but we planned our train to be, almost 2.5 hours after he originally landed. So finally we get our stuff, we get to the area we're supposed to get picked up at, which is a shuttle to take you to Brightline. It's $10 the first person, $5 each person, by the way. So if you do the shuttle, 2 people is $15. We get in there. The shuttle is late. And I mean extremely late.
Extremely late.
So late that the people on our shuttle managed to reschedule their time, and I couldn't because you only allow 30 minutes prior to change your time. We arrived extremely late. They had to change their flights of the next one. But luckily the people at the Brightline were helpful, and they kind of understood. They told us next time if you're going to take the Brightline, just Uber there. It's a lot better. It's really sad when they don't want to advertise their own shuttle.
Well, and on top of that day too, their tracker for all the shuttles was also down. So we had no way of knowing where things were.
And the shuttle had to go from our stop to the next terminal to the next terminal, so it took longer. So finally get there, we wait around, and we finally get down. The train itself was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind doing that train again. Wasn't terrible. Waiting for your suitcases to come back because you're allowed to check 2 carry-ons, but anything bigger you need to pay to have them in the storage of the train. That took a little longer for them to unload and put them in our area, but which is fine. We met another cruiser.
Mm-hmm. He was actually in from Australia. Real nice guy.
Yeah, really nice guy. Steve?
Steve, I think. Yep.
So then we had to wait for the shuttle again, pay another $15 to take the shuttle from Brightline to the airport.
In Miami.
Because we were meeting Daphne Sony at the airport. So we finally find them. We all get in an Uber to the hotel. We get checked in. Good to go. We go eat dinner. I know, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. The next day, we well, what are we going to do? We have a whole day to kill. So we went to the Frost Science Museum.
It's really cool. It had a little bit of everything that everybody wanted to do, which is kind of nice.
We did the bug exhibit. This is like pretend like you're in a hurricane thing.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Well, it's really sad. This is the aquarium. They're having a really bad allergy season, so that's why it's really green and not pretty blue. But still really cool to see this in the alligator. This is all of us had to crawl underneath this tunnel. Well, we can't squat down and crawl. We got a photo of all of us in that little tunnel.
Oh wow!
I think this was the horns thing. Can't remember. Gun on next to an astronaut. Us in the aquarium with a shark back there. It was a really cool museum. I wouldn't mind going back to it again. Mm-hmm. It was full 4 stories. 4 stories.
That is a disgusting looking bug.
Apparently, there's a bug out there, a wasp, that injects into roaches and turns them to zombies.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
I think those were the Japanese hornbees or something like that. There's the fish.
Yeah.
There's octopus. I thought that was really cool to get all his little suction cups.
Yeah. And that thing was actually crawling up the side of the tank trying to escape.
Those guys are little escape artists. If there's a crack, they'll get through it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not in the very back this time. But you seem like you're close.
This is the Brightline.
Yeah, it's a Brightline.
Oh, okay. The train.
This is the train. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So what was it like? Are we going to wait on that?
Yeah, I'm going back over to the actual pictures now. Matt took the Brightline. Did you take the Brightline back up to Fort Lauderdale on the way home?
I did not.
Oh, did you take the train or whatever?
I did not. I took an Uber.
Oh, you took an Uber up there?
Yep. And I went to West Palm Beach.
Okay.
Because that's where I flew out of.
Oh.
Okay.
In November, I'll be flying out of to Miami.
Yeah, so hopefully you won't have to go through what we did.
Well, Royal just offers something new. Not on every cruise, but I think it's on their bigger ships. Did you hear about that?
Yes.
They're bringing back. They're bringing back shuttle service.
That. Where they pick you up at the airport?
Not always, apparently.
No, they had it for us this year, but you had to.
Well, I wonder if because it was a charter. Because they were making a big deal about it across the internet about Royal is offering on like Icon of the Seas and their Oasis class ships. And so people are complaining it's not on the smaller vessels like we take. Because I'm going on Freedom of the Seas in November.
I know for sure Maya and Orlando, I've seen a whole screw like the Disney people picking you up.
Well, Disney's done it, yeah.
You up.
Yeah, but that means that's the day of the cruise.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
And I don't trust airlines.
Right.
Yeah, and I would wholeheartedly recommend that you do not come the day of.
Try at least 1 day ahead. 2 is prefer, but at least 1 day.
So what you guys did while you guys were at the museum, I was at Little Havana doing the tour there.
We almost did that. We were looking at it.
And what was that like, Matt?
Quick. It was interesting to learn all sorts of information about Little Havana. Got to play some dominoes. Got, oh my God, so much food. So much food.
I bet.
I mean, everywhere I went, we were doing free samples of this, free samples of that. It was great. And then I got a hand-rolled cigar.
Oh.
And, you know, it was just a great time.
All right.
So,
I stayed home, so that's all I did.
Here's the taxi. This is us already in the taxi for a good while.
Mm-hmm.
We go and
wasn't there like traffic or something like that? No,
we're getting
okay. We see the tunnel is closed. So our taxi driver was a manic.
Mm-hmm.
He like drove down this way, turned around in a UE in the middle of the street, and it was a little crazy.
So I left before they did.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it was backing up when I got onto the bridge. And my taxi driver actually went off-roading once we got over the bridge and cut to different areas.
Oh, jeez.
These Uber drivers are no joke in Miami. So
we were in a Tesla.
Oh.
You're in a Vespa doing that?
Tesla.
Oh, Tesla. I thought you said a Vespa.
Too. I was like, huh?
I can imagine Matt being on a little Vespa.
Anyway.
Apparently the tunnel was shut down for some reason, so everybody's turned around and going the other way, which is a bridge. And we sat in traffic so long that Scott and I both had to use the restroom. We had to get out of our van for Uber, run to a business next to these things, and try to use the restroom. But every single business public restroom was closed but one, and it was a one-stall bathroom. We went to CVS, we went to this other place. I mean, we went into every single place. Only thing open was a random small burger joint.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to wait for that, and then they moved like 500 feet or something.
He moved literally 4 car lengths in the time it took us to use the restroom and get back. Traffic was that backed up.
And then the GPS was saying we need to go 0.5 miles. 0.5 miles. Basically, all we had to do is go over the bridge. And the GPS was saying 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah. So our Uber driver goes, basically put it the polite way, forget this, decides to kind of cut over in traffic once it was safe enough and took us to a parking lot. And that's where we are here. He actually
in a random parking lot.
Can I say where I was at this moment? Or
you were on the cruise ship.
You were on the ship.
I was on the ship at the Windjammer eating my dessert, watching them cross the bridge.
Yeah, it was.
I had lucked out because I had left. I was supposed to take the 10:30 shuttle because I had 11 o'clock board.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but my buddy was like, "No, let's just take an Uber." So we got an Uber, and let me tell you, that was a little bit difficult because they canceled on us 5 times before we got an Uber.
Wow!
And we left 25 minutes before the 10:30 shuttle left the hotel.
We left at 11 a.m. We pre-planned. We did we was Lyft, but because I accidentally put the different. And that I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah, let's not go there.
I will say, I'll be honest with you. If we didn't leave right around 10:30,
yeah,
I wouldn't have been on that. I would have been doing the same thing walking.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, it just got worse and worse.
And as you can tell,
11. Our boarding was 12, I think.
12.
Now,
Yep.
now let me. So I had an 11 o'clock boarding.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not. They did not even let us board the ship until 1 o'clock.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
we-
you have to go
Celebrities
through
were
security and all
still
that.
showing. Huh?
'Cause you have to go through security and all that.
No,
No,
they didn't let anyone in the
No.
thing.
Really?
No, because they
the
were
terminal-
still unloading passengers as we're trying to get there.
Wow.
Celebrities that were supposed to be there at 8 a.m. were still showing up at noon. Okay.
it was a big cluster F because they decided with the 8 or 9 cruise ships all to leave out the same time, about the same time.
There was nine. All 9 cruise
Nine.
ships were in port, and 2 roads were closed due to construction, and then there was a problem with the tunnel.
So yeah, we left at, so just kind of give you a general idea, we left our hotel at 11. We didn't get onto the ship until about 1:30.
Wow. But the ship leaves
took
at
us
4, right?
30 minutes to cross over that bridge.
Typically, yes, but they delayed it an hour knowing what was going on for everybody.
Or
So
else
that is the one thing.
we would have
I-
left with a third of the boat.
We did what?
We would have left with a third of the boat if they left at 4 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the one thing that I was upset with ECP is they could have sent out a quick email or put on just saying we're aware of the issue. Just all they had to do.
But Jenny, you don't understand. There were ECP people still trying to get to the port. The same with you.
Right. Anybody can have a laptop. They have our emails.
They didn't have access to anything. You got to understand, Jenny. When I was there, Joey, the cruise guy, was running around trying to figure out where the hell everything was and what's going on.
They're already, but problem is, Matt, they go on the cruise prior to set up.
Yeah, I understand. They were not on the cruise ship. They were trying to get things facilitated because their deliveries weren't even showing up yet.
Wow.
They had a lot going on. That there was no communication whatsoever with anyone because no one knew what was going on.
That's
There was
crazy.
sending an email they wouldn't have had time to sit down to compose something. I'm telling you, it was such a cluster that no one from ECP even knew what was really going on.
That's crazy, though.
Mhm.
Royal should have done something. Royal sends freaking push notification on our apps constantly. They could have put a push notification on.
Yeah,
Royal could have.
Now Royal could have, because Royal, they weren't doing anything.
Yeah, they could have pushed a notification because they pushed so many notifications.
But
Mhm.
that was not ECP's fault.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I
And
bet
then-
the Royals probably trying to get their own people on board.
Well, no, Royal. I mean, the people from Royal were already on board. I mean,
Mhm.
Well, most of them. But there's people like Jordan Botts who I follow. She leaves all the time and comes back when the crew comes or when the
I did see
messengers.
some cruise people walk the other direction when we were going over. It took us a good 30 minutes to go over that bridge. It's a long bridge.
Well, the question I want to know is why are they doing construction during spring break, knowing it's going to be a busy time at the port?
They have to do it sometime.
No matter what.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
matter what,
project-
this is going to happen.
these projects have been planned for years.
Mhm.
I mean, think about it. Home construction. There's always gonna be construction.
Mm,
They don't think of that stuff. I go through 3 construction zones, and then currently it's spring break at my house right now.
If they
where I
were to
live.
think about spring break and all that, they would never get construction done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just wish that they would have given us a heads up. Because I remember in the past, they given us a heads up saying, "Hey, there's a lot of cruise ships and going out this year. Be mindful of that." But we go on the cruise ship. That's all I care about. We got there. Here's us.
order of the seas.
Yeah.
It's because it's from the gangway or something like that. As
Yeah.
we were so happy to get there.
I will say this: while I was sitting on the Windjammer, I sent out to a group to I sent out a message to a group of people I know, and I'm like, JT just came over the intercom, said that we will be departing promptly at 4 p.m. And so if you're not on the boat, I'm sorry.
Good luck.
I got smacked right away.
Mm.
There's the typical, video of me getting on the board ship.
Mm-hmm.
Here's our room.
Let's talk about that.
We loved it.
We
Mhm.
loved it. It felt so much bigger than a standard room.
What room number was that?
7206.
7216, I think it was. No,
No,
you're right. It was
72.
72. I kept thinking all week.
It's one of the
we were in
corners.
72. No,
It's the very forward corner room.
Yeah.
Starboard side. No, port side.
And believe it or not, the poll was for Scott, not for Jenny. Come on, somebody had to make the joke.
True.
I did not hit that pole one bit. I was afraid that wake me all night and like get out of bed and hit my feet on it. Never did.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, the room to have though is 8,500.
What? Oh yeah, 8,500 is a nice one. I know what you're talking about.
Well, that's a suite. This is a standard.
No, it's not a suite. It's the 5-bedroom family.
Oh
Stay
well,
Ultra spacious ocean view.
It's basically a five bunk room.
this was classified as a ocean room, just a standard ocean facing room.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 windows. We saw out on the I think a picture somewhere, but mainly the window where Scott's at is where you can see the helipad.
Mm-hmm.
And the one on the right hand side, you can kind of see the ocean in the right hand corner. You just see kind of the front of the ship. What's really cool about this room is the bathroom's over here, not over here. So you walk in, you have to go around this way to the bathroom, which was kind of nice that it was not in front of the door.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue we had, and we fixed it, and it was not a big issue, was because this is angled down. When you sit down on the couch, you hit your head on it.
Ow.
You can't see the TV. So what we did is we just moved the couch out a bit, and then angled the TV over, and we were fine.
Yeah, when we were sitting on the couch, we scooted over, and then when we were done, we moved it back. That way, in the middle of the night or whatever, we wouldn't trip on it.
Yeah.
Sonia.
Who actually sits on the couch to watch TV?
I do.
We do.
That's what the bed's for.
Yeah, but sometimes I like the couch.
How are you supposed to snuggle up
Yeah.
and get close?
On the bed?
It never stops at snuggling on the bed, Matt.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. So does Scott and Jenny.
The couch has benefits for certain things.
Oh, geez. Okay, I thought I was already pushing the limit.
Hey, you opened the door for that.
No,
I didn't say
let's
what.
not talk
Oh,
about
it's like gutter.
No.
Y'all the one who went to the gutter. I'm just saying it's great to sit down.
No, I don't want to go over the Robin Curtis thing again.
Oh no,
I don't need to know that either.
that's not it. That story is not safe for air, so we will not repeat it.
I can tell you off the air.
Anyway, so here's day 1's schedule. Pro tip to anybody who wants to know: always take a picture of the schedule. It makes figure out what you're going to do so much better.
Whole lot easier.
Just so you know, they cut you off after 5 screwdrivers in 5 minutes.
What? Did you tell him I could at least do 8?
I had to wait 20 minutes for my next one.
Wow. Did you at least get your money's worth?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, the Klingon agrees with you.
Day 2.
The Klingon agrees with you. He says boo.
So
this is the
Thank you for joining us, Thomas.
This is the launch party, and Jenny got a primo view of the DJ booth.
Which I thought was so interesting that they put it in the corner, not in the front, which I
I
kind
thought it
of
was
think
awesome that they had it in the corner.
I like it in the corner so much better. I think who's that dude? It's a tradition. We have to get a picture of him.
Yep.
The DJ was fantastic. I would love
yeah,
that.
I want to have her back.
She did a great mix of music. They can get rid of Band 47 all day. I don't really care for that, but.
So Thomas asked, "How have we been? It's been a while."
Yeah, been doing good.
That's a traditional day out port picture, not day out, embarkation day.
Sonia says the DJ was great.
Mm-hmm.
There's Miami in the background.
Nice.
Here's dinner.
What is that?
It's grilled chicken, potatoes, broccoli, and corn.
Those potatoes were on point.
They were. The chicken was really good too. I mean, all of it was good.
Delicious.
I couldn't complain about one meal I had on this show.
Me either.
Neither could I.
I could complain about a couple items, but not one meal.
I am so glad to see that still on the menu because I was worried.
Cheesecake was delicious. Oh, and then somebody posted this meme, and I thought it was funny, so I had it.
Oh, Sonia asked, "Did you tell them how we hiked the ship, dragging our luggage?"
Yep, we did.
This was Klingon trivia.
Is that Mary Chiefo?
Nope.
No. Right, who's this?
That looks like Hertzler.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Good
Mary
job.
Chiefo was not on the cruise.
Is there any other kind of trivia, Thomas? He asked Klingon trivia ?
We did Klingon trivia. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Is there any other kind of trivia?
Basically, the Klingon trivia was questions about Martok
Klingon.
and Gowron and all Klingon stuff.
And
it was really well done this year.
There's 3 of us. This was the first night. First night was pajama night, so you might see people in.
Oh boy, where's Daff? When Daff goes missing, I get worried.
Oh, this is okay. So this is the only kind of issue I had about where we sat, and it's our fault because they set it so back the Trek viewed. We couldn't see the astral celebs because they're over here. We're on the angle, which is fine, but they pushed it back too far. Because this was the not actors. This was the audience.
Audience guest members, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas says he lost his ability to speak Klingon. You just need more blood wine, Thomas.
So
we'll come back to you.
So just in case you are wondering, anytime there is a show on the stage like this, it is definitely not PG-13.
No, it is not.
It's number
by adults, for adults, only adults.
Yep.
Carl, I'll have to check.
The thing here was things you blow up. Oh, no. Things that you inflate and deflate.
Oh, ball?
Yeah.
I can see that one going wrong.
I was screaming different answers out and they weren't taking them. And then
I know.
They were on the screen.
How dare they?
Were they appropriate, Matt?
No,
that's the whole point.
Okay. Here's a question. Okay.
Uh-huh.
What does Grandpa have difficulty using nowadays? Jenny.
Grandma.
Yes. I was yelling out grandma from the start and no one said it.
I wish I could have pictured that one, but I had to do really quick.
I met Jenny and I looked at each other and without actually saying it out loud, we whispered that same answer to each other.
Wow. I like that Tuvok transporter repair services. Tuvix.
Yeah.
Did you see it says too soon on it? Did you see that?
The signs this year were hilarious.
Yeah.
Gorn pajama party. I like the
Yeah.
Gorn bong part or
Gong
bong.
party. No, thank you.
Gong show, yeah.
No, the gong
Black
party. The
Oh yeah,
gong.
the Gong Show. Yeah, they had that.
Oh, did they? Okay.
This was one of the
This is-
windows. I thought it was kind of cool looking. The interior window of people.
hmm
That's a Gorn. I just love the
I love how it's got JD's face on it.
right. Here's us losers again.
Sonia saying the remote laughing out loud.
Oh, what can't Grandpa use?
Oh, wiki. Okay.
His breakfast.
I don't like the
Probably
beans.
had a good old English breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Tried
somebody
to.
really do beans for breakfast?
Yes, it's
English.
typical English and Scottish breakfast.
And then we had the first Voyager
We
panel.
forgot Jay's palate is kind of bland.
Uh-huh.
You do realize
like-
I'm Hispanic,
doesn't like
right? We
pickles.
do eat beans where I come from. Lots of them. We just don't eat them for breakfast unless it's in tacos.
Yeah, I don't go to the panels anymore. Unless it's a new
Well,
show.
Voyager's one of my favorites, so I wanted to go to Voyager. So it was good. It was fun. I mean,
Mhm.
Garrett's in it. It's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing I like about Voyager is they always push the envelope with
Oh,
like testing
oh.
humanity.
Let's go back to the landing party real quick, just because you mentioned Garrett. When they introduced both Tim
Oh,
Russ
yeah.
and Garrett, they introduced Tim Russ, and everybody starts chanting "Tuvok, Tuvok," and
And
it
then
lasted throughout the entire cruise.
and people go to Pip Kim, to Pip Kim.
Cute Pip Kim.
It was a thing the whole entire cruise.
Yes, it was. So
Um,
I
but
did mention that while we're talking about that. Anyway,
this was a good. This was a good. I enjoyed this panel.
I almost want to come up with a sign next year to carry around that contests Harry Kim's promotion.
And then this was a kind. This was fun. It was just Melissa and so I never
Celia, and it was
Celia.
moderated by Jonathan.
moderator was
Frank.
Jonathan Franks.
Hmm.
It was
By
a
the
good
way,
little panel.
They were only on the ship for 3 days.
Mhm.
Oh,
When they get back to
They
work,
had They had to hightail it back to Vancouver to start recording season 4 of Strange New Worlds.
hmm But it was a good.
season
I
4?
enjoyed it.
They haven't released
Season
3
4.
yet.
Three's already been ready to launch.
Yeah,
three's in post, and they're filming 4.
No, that's what I'm saying. They haven't even released 3 yet.
Right,
Well, you know,
because
I'm
it's in
actually
post.
happy about that though, honestly, because it's been too long.
There's my line. I had to take pictures of my food because people always ask what I eat, and so I try to take.
So you had ham wrapped up on a hot dog?
No, I didn't like the hot dog, but I ate the ham and salad and fries. The French fries are delicious, and the
Mhm.
pickles are terrible. I'm so sad. They were very tart.
All right.
And then dessert. Some reason their freaking Jello was delicious, and I could not get enough of it. The cake thing was dry, but everything else was delicious. Here's us. Oh, my hair is a hot mess. I don't know what we were.
Hey, that I have a problem with this picture
Why?
because Jenny's got a god dang Cruise Collective lanyard.
You don't? I
did,
feel there's a
but
story there.
Did you-
I feel there's a
Matt,
story.
Did you get the email?
I did, but I'm still
What's the
angry.
You
story?
got one.
no, I had mine. I just had taken it off to keep it in the room so I wouldn't lose it. That's why I don't have mine on.
I didn't receive a lanyard. Period.
Wow.
My steward was told only one lanyard and one gift per cabin.
What?
So I had to go to get my gifts. I had to go to the front desk every day.
I hope you didn't tip him well.
I didn't tip them.
Because I'm usually generous when it comes to tipping my steward.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ours was fantastic.
It
Mine
was.
was awful.
Wow.
I couldn't even get extra towels.
The
Just so that
disgrace.
they give us towels. You know, we like to reuse our towels. They'll take the towels off the hook and give us new ones every time.
Mhm. I think this is one of the other trivia things, babe.
Maybe. I'm trying to figure where are we?
Sonia
we're
asked, aren't they mailing good ones to us, Matt?
They are.
yeah.
Yes, they are. But it was the point of the thing, Sonia.
If she didn't get one, he
I
didn't
wanted
get
my
one.
receipt.
Oh, Sonia
Did
said
you
you can
get-
have one of hers, Matt.
Did you get
appreciate
the
it,
invitation
Sonia.
to the party or to the show?
Yeah.
Weird. That show was freaking hilarious.
Yes, it was.
This is not it. This was the match game, which was pretty fun too.
Hmm.
Very inappropriate. This FYI, this cruise is very much PG, almost R-rated. Like PG.
No, it's R-rated.
It's R-rated. Yeah.
Just be warned.
If
That
you bring anyone under the age of 18, they're going to hear the words that start with F and end with K. They're going to hear sexual positions.
mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Genitalia.
Oh, lots of genitalia. Someone might drop their drawers on stage.
Oh jeez.
So
Was Mo
just be
was
warned,
Mo
if
there this year?
that affects you, then maybe not do the cruise, which is fine. Everybody has their own trigger warning, but just be
Mhm.
warned.
Was Mo there this year? John Billingsley.
Oh, no.
No.
No, I was trying.
Oh.
Okay, so
You forgot about Mo?
Is this the first window, love, or second window? This is the second
That's
window. This is the right window, isn't it?
It looks like
No,
the right.
that's the left. No, that's the left window.
Really? Huh.
Mhm.
Oh, you
Right.
said you can see the helipad.
No, because the right window you can see ocean.
Oh.
That's right. Okay, so left window you can see the helipad and the ship, and then the next window you just see ocean. This is me sitting in the bed.
That's still a pretty view.
Not a pretty view.
Mhm.
And fun fact, we have to close our curtains at night because the reflection off our lights can disturb the bridge above us.
Well, it's always a good idea to have your curtains closed at
Well,
night.
yeah, but in the middle of the ocean, no one's going to see in your room. But I thought it was interesting that because of the cabin light can just reflect off the ocean or whatever and disturb them. There's a little note that says, "Please close your windows at night." So.
Whoa.
Someone's having a
Oh,
party.
these were fries, zucchini fries.
I wasn't
They were
supposed to.
delicious.
It looks like ranch.
It was what's that called? That
Pesto.
No, what's
no,
that?
The
zucchini, ziti,
tzatziki sauce.
yeah,
Yes.
Mm.
it's pretty good.
Basically Greek yogurt and spices.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's pretty good. And then we got fanny packs
Fanny pack.
or belt bags, what we call them. But I'm so excited that we got all the
That
things.
was our
we got.
backpack this year.
Sonia's saying they're moving back to deck 12. We like the view from 12, but vibrated all the time in not a good way. Laughing out loud.
Yeah, they are actually next to us next year. So we're
You're back on deck 7?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
same
we
room.
have that same room.
The only not issue, but the weirdest thing we had is we can hear when they're dropping anchor or thrusters or something because it's really loud noise. There's a video. I don't know if I posted it here or not. There's a loud video of it, and you can hear either the thrusters going or the anchor. I don't think it's anchor. I think it's thrusters or something that's like underneath us or next to us because you can feel. It's like vibrate. It doesn't vibrate, but it's really loud. And it always happens when we're leaving or coming to or going from a port.
It's probably the maneuver thrusters.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Day 3. We had a Rat Pack show the first night.
I did not go to that.
We go. It's fun. I enjoy it.
I've seen it too many times that it's like, eh.
Fair. I don't want to pet it. Because again, all these pictures, Daph's not with us.
I know.
I didn't realize this.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
theme-
it's intentional.
well, the theme that night was Mirror
Mhm.
Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had mirrors on. If you kind of look here, I had mirrors on me. They fell off throughout the night, but I had them on me.
Mm.
And we found Aaron.
Yeah, we were trying to play a game, either find Matt or find Aaron.
Yeah,
Sonya's saying he was getting a drink or something.
I think it
probably.
was.
Oh, there he is.
There he
There
is.
he is.
Yeah, usually he was getting drinks. Oh, this was cool. We got to see the Voyage documentary
Hmm.
fully through on the cruise ship.
The Voyager documentary?
Uh-huh.
Yep. That they
Weren't
been
they
working
talking
on.
about doing that in Cruise 5, and they finally...
They started filming right before
They
COVID.
filmed some people talking about Voyager, but it's officially done now.
No, I know. I just remember on 5, though, they were talking about doing it. I didn't know they actually had...
They've been talking about doing it for
It already
years.
been funded on 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had already started, but COVID drastically
down.
slowed them down.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, at
And
least it's done.
It's done.
was-
Go ahead, babe.
Oh, it's a good documentary. I would highly suggest watching it.
They did
That's
say
pretty
it should.
good.
It's supposed to be released sometime this spring, quote unquote. So we'll see.
And then start looking for them funding Enterprise.
Hmm.
They're also doing a cosplay one, which I'm in. By the way.
Oh, this is what you guys did this year?
This is
Yep.
outdoor this year.
Do you know what episode that's from? A Voyager?
No, but it's the race uniform.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I'm still here.
Isn't it
So-
Alice or something like that?
No.
Drive.
Okay.
Episode's called Drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, the door, and the next year, babe, I forgot we have this wall here too. We can decorate.
Oh yeah, we do, don't we?
On both sides.
Well,
Well,
we have a surprise for next year.
mhm.
We're not
We've-
going to
we've-
tell you, but
No,
we already
we've
know
already-
what we're doing.
we've already we've already come up with a theme. What we're going to do with the wall in between.
I mean, measure it and have pictures of the wall.
I know what I'm going to do.
Nothing.
I'm
Slap
gonna-
your Delta symbol up there.
I'm going to come to deck 7. I'm going to find Jenny and Sandra's doors, and I'm going to rearrange everything on the doors.
How rude. I won't
Mhm.
surprise you with random magnets on your door next time with your name on it.
I will make things inverse. I will put them upside down. I will put them to the side.
Here's this at Costa Maya.
Yeah, just view from the Windjammer, because
Mhm.
what Jenny and I would do, we didn't do any excursions, so we would let everybody had excursions get off the ship, and we'd wake up, do our thing, go get breakfast, and then we would go out and just walk around the port.
So,
I think
Sonia
it's a
says they're
lot
going to
of
get you,
food.
Matt.
huh?
But this,
Sonia says they're going to get you next time.
So I had an excursion at Costa Maya. We rented out a restaurant on the beach, and we went and had the beach all to ourselves for 10 miles in every direction.
Wow.
It was gorgeous. I got a massage. I had a lot of tequila, some amazing shrimp sandwiches.
like he had a good time. We just went off, walked around, bought a few things, and got back on. That's cause we already been here. Scott and I went to Costa Maya
Mhm.
and Cozumel the year that I couldn't go on the cruise. we did a second cruise for ourselves. So in 2023, we went on our normal cruise in June, and that's where we went to Costa Maya and Belize, and not Costa Maya and Cozumel.
That's where I'm going in November. It's Cozumel and Perfect Day.
Next year we get to go to Perfect Day.
I know.
So
Anyway.
just remember that water park cost.
I
I
want
want
to.
to the water park.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, all the, as you see, all the turbolifts or elevators are completely decked out.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have the little button guy that you push and like the doctor?
Yes.
Yes.
The doctor interactive.
Uh-huh.
Is it just outside the elevators like it was last time?
No.
No, it was in the EMH bar.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah,
Or
I
the
don't
R,
know if it's
or the
bar.
R, I think it's the R bar on a
R bar.
normal thing.
You guys were on
not
Explore the
thing,
Seas, right?
Yes,
They don't have a slide on theirs, do they?
They do.
they do
Oh,
now.
they do?
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
So, it's typical picture. I thought it was really pretty, so he took a picture.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So,
Scott in his dad hat.
Yeah.
speaking of bars, we were missing 2 bars this year.
Oh, which ones?
We didn't have the tiki bar,
Nope.
and we didn't have the sports bar.
Oh, no, we
You
didn't.
don't have
no,
a
we didn't.
Playmakers? There's no Playmakers?
No.
There's
No.
no bar back. But we did have the EMH/R bar this year, which we didn't have last year. Last year it was where we rebooked for the cruise.
Oh, it wasn't it?
Mhm.
Okay, so this was really cool.
I mean, I know my bars.
What, Matt?
They climb up here and they spin in circles, and then they hang from upside down and play music.
Weird.
It's a Mayan.
Yeah, this seems like a bad idea.
So yeah, they spin around. I think
To the gods to start their flight.
they're
Wow.
This
praying to the
moment
gods.
is similar to what we call praying. So let's give them a couple of minutes of silence.
Let's see if I can get to the next one. Yeah, here you go.
Here we go.
Can y'all hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it, and that's insane. They have a lot of trust in those ropes.
Hmm.
And it's attached to the feet.
Ugh.
And one of the guys is literally, you hear the drums. He's playing that as they're spinning around.
The whistle there is upside down. Same guy. Where's that guy? I think it's this guy right here. Nope.
Wow.
Not crazy.
Yeah, it's extremely crazy.
Anyways, of course, picture of our ship in the background.
Oh, looks like you have celebrity there with you.
We had a Norwegian, I think. Or the Princess. No, Princess was the other one. Norwegian.
It was in Norwegian. And it was
Yeah.
weird because, like, for these, both Costa Maya and Cozumel, we were kind of both at the same ports, and then Norwegian went and did their own thing.
And Celebrity, they had a running group on. Said they're going to do like a marathon or something on the island.
Mm-hmm.
We're behind a whole bunch of people in the shirts. So on the island, took pictures of Costa Maya. Always, you have to get pictures with the signs.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went back on the ship and we went to Solarium and sunned and went in the water, and the water was a little chilly. Fun fact, this is my new Kindle, and I can actually see it in the dark. I mean, I can see it not in the dark. I can actually read with the sun. Because my old one was not a Kindle. It was a knockoff, like an Amazon tablet. I couldn't read it when it's really bright outside.
Wow.
So for my birthday, I asked for a Kindle with the anti-glare and be able to read it in the dark or in the sunlight. That's one of the main reasons. But I was so excited. I can read outside and get to learn. Oh, then we went and had
There's
Johnny Rocket.
Yep.
And we got hats. And these hats were actually really nice hats.
Mhm.
They were embroidered. And the back had the Delta symbol, with the Voyager Delta symbol or Chrome badge. Like back where like the hole
Yeah.
is. And the front was really nicely done hat. Really nicely done. Now, do I wear hats? No, but it was a really nice hat to do. And then we got the good old celebrity squares.
Well, that could be fun.
Oh, it was hilarious. All I'm gonna say was Wilson Cruz was a hoot.
Was he drunk again?
Yep.
Yep.
That man's funny.
Everything was great. It was fun. I can't remember anything, but I remember they did talk about sperm whale.
What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You kind of had to be there.
So if you remember the first time Wilson Cruz was on the Celebrity Squares, he yelled out, "Jeffrey, I need a drink."
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Jeffrey ran through the place, and every bar was closed. So I got to meet him as he was running up the promenade, trying to find Wilson Cruz a drink. This year, he came prepared.
Oh, geez.
He had a drink.
And sperm whales became the theme of the night.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This was
Oh, it was
Kenny
the
Crosby?
yeah,
that was the improv thing.
improv or like Mystery Theater 3000, you know, where you
Yeah.
improv with the people. That's what it was. It was pretty
Yeah,
good.
they did the original series episode Assignment Earth, and just did the voices to it. It was quite funny.
It was funny. Here's us again. It was formal night. I believe we did skip out the show that year. No, we went to Fort. Never mind. All right. So next day, you look at that. Just outside the window. Oh, this was Pool Teacher Day. So this is when we get the free booze, which was
Watered down?
watered down, disgusting.
Yeah. Sonia says love the game shows.
Yeah, they're always fun.
That was the day we got our shirts.
Yep.
Mhm.
Our lovely shirts.
So for those who haven't been on the cruise, they do that on purpose.
Yeah, they
Right,
wanted to
sure.
have
Because they want everybody as possible to be wearing the shirts.
Mhm.
Because you're supposed to only get free alcohol if you're wearing the shirt.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Supposedly.
saying. So
But
Sonia's saying they had the hot tub to themselves last night on the
We
last
did.
night.
we did.
We
Yep.
did.
I don't want to talk about hot tub shenanigans.
Oh boy. Too much alcohol in a hot tub is not a good thing for Matt.
I didn't say that.
Okay, and we'll leave it there.
I didn't want to talk about the shenanigans.
Yeah, we're not. It's,
Because there might have been a couple females that don't want to be named.
Jenny, are you dressed up in a 50s bebop outfit? Looks like you have a little bow or something in the back of your head on the last picture.
a bow.
Yeah. See? Right? Oh, it's a guy.
It's a
I
guy.
thought you had like one of those little bows.
I
and
can
like
see.
maybe you might have been wearing. Oh, she has that 50s skirt, don't you?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
That
do.
Star Trek style 50s skirt.
Yes, I do.
But I can
thought
see
maybe
how
you're
you
wearing that.
see
I
that.
don't see a
No,
bow, but okay.
No, but if you just look and you don't see the guy's head, it looks like you have a bow.
Oh, okay, like just right here.
Yeah.
You don't see this part.
I
Okay,
didn't
I
see
can
that part at first. I'm like, wait, is she wearing the 50s outfit?
So this year they did pool games during the t-shirt party. I kind of liked it last year when they did everybody combined together and they had to get people to bring something to a person, but it was fun.
When I went, it was a what do you call that? The little bean bags you toss, cornhole.
Yeah.
I like that Chase and JT actually got in the pool.
Yes.
Yeah. And Chase Masterson got in the pool.
Oh, wow.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
Do I want to know about this mascot thing?
Oh, she was great the entire time.
I know. What is that?
I don't know. I really don't
Do you
know.
not live in the 80s?
I'm not even going to acknowledge that. It's a
Don't
behind
get
the
him
scenes.
wet.
You don't get them
All I
wet.
see is a big butt and little horns that go down. That's all
Don't
I see.
feed him after
Okay.
midnight.
Don't get them. Yeah, don't feed them at midnight and don't get them
That
wet.
is not Gizmo.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Gizmo's ass is not that fat.
She never turned around, so I could never get a front photo of them.
Okay, now I can see the ears from that picture. It looked like horns on the other one.
This was somebody's room. I thought it was really cool. As a decoration.
Sonia said she didn't know what that was either. Thank you, Sonia.
There were a lot of blow up costumes this year.
There
There
were.
was. I thought this was cool. It's cute
Yeah.
little. I think there's a lot of door decorations, so I won't go through all of them.
Reggie.
Mhm.
I'll go through them, but I'll go them pretty fast.
You know the one you have to show though, babe.
Oh
The
yeah,
Borg.
this is all hand stitch, which I thought was really cool.
So I would like to put out if you don't want to risk losing it, don't put it on your door.
Exactly.
Amen. So many people were.
Oh,
upset.
Gremlins.
So yeah,
What,
can't-
people got things stolen again?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, well, duh. People are gonna steal stuff. Just
I wouldn't call it stealing. I'd call it's there and people think they can take it.
because there is a lot of things out there that you can take.
Yeah.
Mhm. Like there was a door with all the like the
Sonia wants to
Hallmark.
know if you saw Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
I don't
Yeah.
think I did.
Love the Ponfar first responder door,
Mhm.
Sonia says.
This is
Yeah,
roughly dental.
we thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, if it's a real dental group, unlike the STO group.
No, this is a joke on making fun of Section 31 and a
Oh.
different.
Hey
Okay.
Jay, we
Oh.
found a really cool door.
Oh
just for
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. This is cool.
No taste for bad music.
Let's show another one more. That's great.
And the story behind this is when we were walking by, the room attendant was a couple doors down. He goes, "Push the button, push the button."
Yeah, he pressed the red one. Press the red one. He kept saying that.
I hope it's another 800 episodes before we get another one.
I hope we get 2 this season.
Me
I hope we
too.
get 0.
I hope we get an entire series that's just music.
Oh, so this was we're at dinner and she goes, "Is there a pirate ship out there?" Or something like. So I took a picture and zoomed in. I was like, "No, it's just the
There's a
Orient
tank-
or something."
Yeah, it's a tanker, I think. So
I thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Jay,
Oh,
you want to
Sonny
take
and I have
an
been
entire
asking for the past 3 days what it is
That French onion?
for
mhm.
French onion soup, and we finally got it.
Matt, what were you asking?
an entire series that's a musical.
Oh, you won't be
yeah.
seeing me subscribe to it.
But yeah, we
Yep, we did. Sonia saying we had a Rhapsody singing group, and we did.
yeah, we did.
Well, here's the thing. If they're going to do a Star Trek musical group, they need to find better music to play on a regular basis if they want to last the season. Yes. You can do a musical, absolutely. Doesn't mean it's going to be good.
I mean, the last one was good.
No, it wasn't.
That's
There's nothing good about it.
You're
I
the
think
only person.
You guys are overhyping it because of the fact that it was the only Star Trek musical in Star Trek history.
No, the music's
No,
actually
we're
good.
not. The
No,
music
it was
was
not
great.
good. It was horrible. You know what the best
Eh.
part was when the end credits when that rolled, that was the best part.
Oh, you mean the K-pop Klingons?
No,
Yeah.
just when it ended.
Anyway.
K-pop Klingons were amazing.
No,
Anyways.
Sonia, it does not grow on you.
Let's move on.
We
This
have my French onion
Wait,
soup.
is that a chicken Le Cordon Bleu?
Yep.
Ooh, I love chicken Le Cordon Bleu.
It was good.
It was so good.
Jen, you have chicken Le Cordon Bleu.
That's huh?
Mm-hmm. Jen's like, huh?
Boy.
Mm-hmm. Which is good too. I had that.
Mm.
I'll go back to it. Hold on.
I had 4 steaks.
I had creme brulee.
Ooh, creme brulee
Funny
also.
thing is, I sent this picture and I sent it to my dad, and literally that same night he was making creme brulee at home.
Yep.
And
Wow.
he goes, "Hey, for my birthday, I would like some new dishes." So I was like, "Okay." His birthday was on the 8th, so then we got Jay.
Way.
That
That
is
is
a pound.
coffee.
Yeah, it's a coffee.
He's too busy talking to his wife now. That is
Okay.
coffee we got.
Looks like a sock, but it's coffee.
It's
It's
coffee.
It does look like a sock. But no,
Yeah,
it's coffee.
it's coffee beans. You have to grind them up, which I haven't done yet. But... Oh, these guys are great. I
saw
didn't
this.
see that
Oh,
guy.
it's hilarious.
Wolf
359.
359. Yeah, I get it.
This is the
That's
costume.
clever. That's clever.
Well, this is
Right?
a costume competition. I got Jenny to where I knew she would be, and then I walked up to where people were coming through. I had a primo spot for pictures. Hey, there's Steve with their green hair.
Oh yeah, that's him, wasn't it?
That's him. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nice.
I did wear my
Your Galaxy, or no, your wormhole.
wormhole with the DS9. I need to do some rearranging on it, but it did pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I just
and
dance and
and-
walk around in it.
yes,
Did you
Well,
put
we
lights
all-
inside of it?
Not yet.
not yet.
Oh.
But we
Yeah, it is
also
an
ran.
awesome costume, Sonia.
We also
Oh,
ran
yeah.
into the lady we met at SpaceCon that inspired that idea.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
I think a picture of her somewhere in here. No, I guess I don't have a photo. I think you have the photo. It's on the last day. Last C day.
Mhm.
Look at this handsome little group here.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to Photoshop Matt right here. Matt was good. He did have dinner with us at least once.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to eat at the same table every night.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Except for one night, right? Yeah.
2 nights, except for 2 nights, and that's because of the time schedule that we had.
Yeah.
For the rest of the time, we were at this table with Stacy and Ronald, I think was his name.
Ronald, yeah.
They were fantastic.
They remembered us. I mean, granted, I know that's what they're supposed to do, but it's so nice when they remember you. They know exactly what you want to drink. They remember our names.
Hmm.
It was.
We
And
joked.
Go ahead.
Well, we joked about them. And we would all sit down, place our orders, and as they're doing their thing, we were going to get up and do like a musical chairs thing just to mess with them. But they were too nice to do that too.
Mhm.
And one night, so I always order Coke because usually they don't have Dr. Pepper like in the machines, the bar machines. And so one night I said, this is really terrible. I don't want it. It was flat, like it was missing the combination or whatever. And so she just brings me a can. No, I have the soda package, but usually cans are more for some reason. And just gave me a can. And every night after that, she just gave me a can.
Wow. Sonia says, I love Stacy, her sweet voice and her calmness.
Mm-hmm.
She's really, they were great.
And she actually, we were waiting in line, and she saw us. And she goes, "Nope, come with me. I got you," and took us to her table without even talking to anybody else.
And
Like-
apparently they both also work in the Windjammer too. So they work in the Windjammer in the morning and sometimes lunch, and then they come and work the dinner shift.
Sonia says that Stacy's from Montego Bay.
But yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but they were great. and we loved him a lot. Aaron ate with us most days.
Nice.
I think there's
we always ate
one.
about 5:45, 6.
Mhm. I think there's one night that Aaron couldn't join us because he was technically working.
Mm-hmm. This is the second Voyager panel with Kate.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good panel. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue, I love Erin, but she forgets
McDonald?
Erin McDonald, yes, because she explains science in a really good way, but she forgets that she's an audience and there's people wanting to ask questions.
Mm.
So she has a whole list of questions, which were great questions. They were pretty good, but she forgets that the audience has questions too.
That's why I like Marina Sirtis. She's like, you can go away.
Yeah. Sometimes I like.
Oh yeah.
She won, by the way.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what is she?
Picard's fish tank.
Why? She's Picard's fish.
Well, I mean, the face is what threw me off.
Well, you kind of see.
Well, you could have done that with like a fake sheet and just made it like a solid piece.
I mean, it's pretty close blended in. But it's something that I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I would do something like this if I could. I thought it was hilarious.
No, it's nice. I mean, the face is what threw me off.
Yeah.
Oh, Ezri.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was the DS9
And
panel.
it looks like Casey, and I don't know who the black hair chick is.
Lolita.
Lolita Fascio.
Yeah, this was.
What character did she play?
DS9.
She didn't play anything. She was a
She
writer.
was a writer.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is the DS9 panel. Forgot what they did. It was something about climbing and sharing. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Pictures aren't great because I'm on the balcony and zooming in a dark room. Oh, and the Gone Show, which was actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when at one time when the lady was singing so horribly in the 5, and then the Gorn came out, was like, and then the one guy didn't want to like
laid on the floor and like, oh, this is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There
was no, that's a good show, guys. Because
hold on, what is his name?
Well, she think of the
Dominic
name.
Keating and
Dominic Keating.
This was a couple years ago. Was it Dominic? No, it was Dominic. It was
It was Connor, wasn't
Connor
it?
Chenier. And they laid down on the floor and like,
oh yeah,
just serenade me.
like this. Yeah, I remember that. I also remember when Travis Merriweather went over there and the Gorn didn't have the nerve to hit it on the old grandma. And Travis is like, no, she had to go. It's like, wow. Not bad, actually.
A little peculiar. So I and I get.
Did you get any of the Gorn?
Oh yeah, this one comes out with a flashlight, which is always hilarious. Oh, I didn't get. I thought I got a video. Anyways, there was this guy who sang beautifully,
Mm-hmm.
and then opera singer too. They were the two best and
Yes.
fantastic.
Oh, and the other show that I don't think either one of us got pictures of, says we kind of weren't sure about it at first, was they had a show that was called Star Trek Goes to the Opera, and they had the top third tenor in the world was their Chacon Cruz. Arturo Chacon Cruz. Fantastic. Robert Picardo got up and sung with them, and then they had Klingon Pop Wearer come out to make her Klingon opera debut. It was amazing. I'm so glad we went.
Mm-hmm.
And then
we were going to go, but that was the first show when we had Rat Pack. The Blue show had Star Trek Goes to the Opera, and then vice versa. And I'm glad we went because we weren't thinking about going, but it was Oh, Arturo was amazing.
Mhm.
You mean Sonia said she was amazing. He was
She
amazing.
was. And then the other cool thing was we had an actual astronaut on board, John Grunsfeld,
Mhm.
who flew 5 shuttle missions, 3 to Hubble. He put on a panel that Jenny and I both went to just to kind of, meet him and see what his career was about. And then on the way back, I think it was the last night, wasn't it, Love?
Yeah.
That there was an unscheduled kind of planned thing. I think it's like 7:30, whatever. Once it got dark out, we were in the area where you could see Hubble go overhead. So they're like, come meet us back at ship around 7:30. And within about 10 minutes or so, it literally went overhead and they spotted it
I
and
saw
showed
it
us.
blinking, very light blinking across 17,000 miles an hour.
Really cool.
It was
Where else
hardly-
do you,
Wow.
where else do you get to do something like that with fellow, Trekkies, Star Trek crews?
and an astronaut who was on that same Hubble. Like,
Mhm. And Dr. Aaron McDonald was standing right next to him,
Yeah.
and we're standing right behind them. So cool. Hi, Daff.
hi, Daff. Oh, that lose. I mean, here's a Braised lamb. It was fantastic too.
Oh yeah.
Our Stuart Law, he is a fantastic guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go, Jay. It was karaoke. Anyway,
Hey, that was a lot better than Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
that's all I have. Photo wise,
Well, it is an hour and 21 minutes. We could
Yeah.
even play a game where we could
Yeah,
call
bet.
it. Do you have to work early?
I always have to work early.
Well, we can play next week.
Yeah, let's play next week.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, but I'm usually asleep by now.
All right,
I just
guys.
taken either 30 minutes to an hour nap beforehand. So
So we're calling it?
Say goodbye.
Yep.
Yep. Next week you'll have to watch me beat Jenny and Matt at at TT. All
Not
right.
gonna happen.
Live long and prosper. No, Carl, I'm sorry. No Ticket to Ride tonight. Yep, shameful.
no,
Yeah,
All right,
next
guys.
week.
Next week. All
Later,
right,
guys.
live long and prosper.
Good night,
Bye.
guys.